Hey everyone, it's James at geometricharts.com, May 9th, about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got the daily chart of Bitcoin here, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange. So first of all, video is not investment advice. And second of all, this will be the video in replacement of Friday because I am going away on a little mini vacation. But the point is that here we are stretching. We're still under, again, that descending bearish line that we've had plaguing Bitcoin since the 20,000 top, making a very, very far stretch. The alt's really not keeping up with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is the leader toward the tail end of this move, and I do think it's a tail end of this move. I do believe Bitcoin is lining up for a decent corrective move, and what I mean by that visually is something like this. Now, if it can hold above 4,800, right, 4,900 Bitfinex, I think that's going to be a good deal for Bitcoin going forward, meaning that we are establishing that uptrend, that higher set of possibly higher lows, eventually leading to some short-term higher highs. Obviously not a higher high over 20,000, maybe for a very long time, but it would be a positive sign for Bitcoin. Other than that, again, based on what I see in the alts, based on what I see happening in volume toward the tail end of this move, based on the bearish divergence that I do have in the indicators, the line frequency, same thing, identical to 6,000, I'm noticing a lot of similarities toward the tail end of this move. So if this does pan out that way and we start to see a total market meltdown like we've already seen in some of the alts, then again, we're just really in the same thing. It's just they have the same pig, they put different lipstick on it, and everyone's getting hyped up, just like they did at 6,000 during each one of these rallies. So like I said, for anyone that's been following me, I'm going to remain a skeptic on this. I know there's a lot of people trying to ride this hype train, obviously doing it for subscribers, views, and etc. But, I think the best thing to do is remain objectively and allow Bitcoin and the cryptos to prove that they really are establishing that uptrend. Everyone's so eager to jump in the bottom just so they can stroke their ego and be like, I caught the bottom, and I called the top. And it's like, all right, sure. But the point is that if it proves itself, right, and we get a nice little corrective move and all of a sudden we start doing something like this, it's not just going to be for the next couple months. If we are establishing an uptrend, this could go on for a year, multiple years. We could actually have a trend change. But I am still very skeptical that we are truly setting a bottom in Bitcoin. Again, it doesn't look healthy toward the tail end of this move. I would have liked to see more strength out of this. So I definitely have my doubts because of what I've seen in the past in Bitcoin. So, again, if we made some crazy pop from here to 7,000, like probably 8,000 would be the only move that would probably shake all that. If we made some crazy move like that, like above 7, possibly closer to 8,000, that would definitely change my mind. But no matter what, there's going to be a corrective move. There's always a corrective move. A lot of people are looking for stuff like this, but again, that was a whole different time frame. There was a whole different mindset of investors back then. Remember, people were taking second mortgages out. People were probably selling everything they had in their house. They were it was like, you would just hear it. You could go anywhere. You go to the gym, you go to the grocery store, and people were talking about, how this was the get rich quick scheme, the 2000s. So anyways, it just became a nice bubble in the markets. A lot of people got washed out, and then here we are. We're essentially producing these rallies, and everyone gets hyped up and caught up in the hype, and they start coming up with these crazy numbers. And I've talked about in my prior videos, but I do believe that we are toward the tail end of this move, and Bitcoin is going to suffer a downturn very similar to what the alts have already done. And if you watch the the Tuesday video, then I likened it to, the alts are like the hikers going up the hill. They already started, rolling down the hill, but they were attacked by bears, and they're screaming and telling Bitcoin, don't go up there, and Bitcoin's just whistling away. Something very similar happened right here, and the market completely nosedive. So again, I can't stress enough caution here, and just to remain objectively to this run. until it proves otherwise. And if it's able, like I said, if that corrective move comes and it's able to stay above like that 48, 4,900, I'll feel much better that Bitcoin will make a run to clear the prior top wherever it ends, whether it's right here around 6,300 on Bitfinex or a little bit higher at 6,500, whatever. I'm not going to split hairs here, but whatever this high is before the corrective move in comes, as long as we make that corrective move and we break above it, and things don't completely collapse out, right? Like we just keep like nice little trend. Of course, there's going to be deeper corrective moves along the way, but as long as the market's not diving out completely, and obviously you'll have an investment strategy like going forward. But the point is that after that initial move, if we start doing stuff like that, that's a positive sign, right? And that will go on for multiple months, probably multiple years, especially after the crazy downturn that we've had in Bitcoin, where we've gone from 20,000 all the way down to $3,000. I mean, that is a monstrous move to the downside. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I would just say I definitely believe we are very, very close to a top in this market, and I do believe that that corrective move is right around the corner. I think we're going to experience that probably going into next week, and then the question is, again, is how does Bitcoin handle the corrective move? And I can't say enough that I'm still a longer-term bear, short-term bullish, but now, based on where we're at now, I am short-term bearish, long-term bearish on Bitcoin, but I'm just trying to give it a little bit of room to wiggle, because I do believe what's happening now is we're at the tail end of that move. Sentiment's going to be pinned. People are going to get crazy. They're going to think this thing is never going to correct, and just like every other time, anytime there's vertical price movement, you better be ready for vertical price movement the other way as well too. So just as fast as it goes up, it will come down. The question is does it just do a normal healthy corrective move and continue up, or do we see the same crap we've seen back at 6,000 and we've seen back prior to that as well too? So that is pretty much it. Again, I'll do another video on Monday. I'll resume the Monday, possibly Wednesday, Fridays release like for the videos, just depending on what happens. But I do believe by like Monday we should start getting this roller coaster ready for the wild and crazy ride that crypto is pretty notorious for. So anyways, that's it. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Hope everybody has a great day, great night, depending on where you are in the world. If you do like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. I thank everybody for their time, everybody for their support, and I'll talk to everybody on Monday.